Hey everyone, Nick here and welcome back to GamerTube, and welcome back to our Poppy Playtime character concept series. So in today's video, the character looking into is the Furby. So we're going to the Furby's location, gameplay mechanics, backstory, and all that good stuff as well. As always, I will just state that this is just a concept character, and it's not necessarily into the overall universe and lore of Poppy Playtime. This is just a fun what-if scenario and a cool creepy story we get to tell, and we hope you enjoy. And lastly, before we start today's video, do be sure to subscribe to GamerTube as it helps out a lot and it's greatly appreciated. It also keeps you up to date with the videos that we post. And also do be sure to leave a like on this video as it lets us know you're enjoying them and you want us to make more in the future. Alrighty everyone, well let's get into the character concept of the Furby. So previously in our Poppy Playtime character concept series, we've taken a look into the character of Fuzzy Wuzzy. This toy character was a big friendly protagonist until their devious plan was unveiled. Fuzzy Wuzzy would help defective toys get through the laser grid system and then lure them into a false sense of security. Then, when they weren't expecting it, Fuzzy would reveal his true self and devour them. Luckily, our main protagonist was able to escape their evil clutches. Then they eventually outsmarted Fuzzy Wuzzy as he met his untimely demise. But now the player finds themselves in a new area of the factory. As they desperately try to find a way out of this forsaken factory, they can't help but wonder what twisted toy creature they will meet next. They've encountered so many different toys throughout the factory. Surely there couldn't be anything else that they haven't seen yet. Unfortunately for our main protagonist, this just wasn't the case. As they wander through a corridor, they come across an empty toy package. What was this? Furby. They haven't seen this toy before. But then again, the company kept making a whole bunch of new toys way after the player left their job at Playtime Co. This thing seemed pretty high tech. Apparently it can talk to children and communicate with them. The back of the packaging even states that they can develop emotions. Sounds like a pretty weird toy. Oh well, regardless, they need to keep moving forward and making their way out of this place. The player has learned on more than one occasion that standing around for too long will attract unwanted guests. As the player enters a new room, they see something quite strange. It's one of those Furbuddies. It's just standing there. Surely its battery would be dead by now. It must have been standing there for years on end. Thinking nothing of it, they just walk on by and search around the area. As they search around this new area, they finally come across something that looks promising. Hanging up on the wall is a key labelled emergency exit. They grab the key, and now all that's left to do is find the emergency exit. As they walk past where the Furby was standing, they now notice it was gone. Where could it have gone off to? The player decides they don't want to stick around to find out. The emergency exit has to be around here somewhere. In the distance, they can see the green glow of what looks to be an exit sign, but there's something blocking it, something quite large. As they get closer to the exit, they find out exactly what it is. What on earth is this thing? It looks like a giant Furby. But whatever this creature is, it sure doesn't look friendly. Its body has been torn in half and replaced with a large disturbing mouth filled with sharp jagged teeth. Behind those teeth pokes out a slimy saliva-coated tongue. Their body is all withered and torn, and they've grown well over 10 times their original size. Before the player can even make their next move, the rabid fur buddy creature charges towards them. The player has to quickly find a place to hide before they get devoured by this ravenous beast. As they try to escape the creature, they fall down a small chute. Their fall is cushioned as they land on a soft pile. As they get a better look, they realise it's a whole bunch of Fur Buddy toys. This must be where the majority of the toys were stocked. Maybe they could use these toys to their advantage. Maybe the sight of their little toy brothers and sisters might have an effect on them, or at least distract them. So the player gathers a bunch of Fur Buddies and heads back to the surface. Once they head back up, they can see the Fur Buddy creature roaming around. The player tosses out one of their small siblings and waits for a reaction. The creature notices it immediately and rushes over. As soon as they make it over to the small toy, they immediately devour it in front of the player's eyes. Well, at least the player could use these as a distraction then. The creature starts moving towards the player. But they throw out another Fur Buddy and they misdirect the creature's attention. The player suddenly comes up with a plan. They'll need to slowly make their way over to the door, and whilst doing so, they can throw out another Fur Buddy. Each time the creature eats one, it'll give the player a second of precious time. But they need to choose wisely when to throw them, as they'll only have a few of them left on hand. Slowly but surely they inch their way to the exit. The only problem is, they've run out of Fur Buddies to throw. They need to quickly turn around and use the key. As they get the door open, they make it through just in time. They quickly close the door on the creature and lock it tight. Who knows how long this will hold? They better make their way to the next area quickly, because for all the player knows, there could be something even worse stalking them than this rabid Fur Buddy creature. But the player will just have to wait and see what exactly that creature would be. Alrighty everyone, well that's what we have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider leaving a like, commenting and subscribing, as it helps out a lot and it's greatly appreciated. As always, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the Fur Buddy and what you'd like to see going forward. Alrighty everyone, well to the next video, I'll catch you later, bye.